Hi guys, how you guys doing? This is Nicole from Organic Nordas. I'm in the lab today. Um, I'm gonna make some soap because now that the store is setting up and people is coming in to buy products, the homemade soaps and everything, and I'm trying to basically start everything and trying to get my open house hopefully started. Um, I'm making some soap containers, and it's a little bit, it's not easy to make soap containers, but this is my actual first soap container, so um, I want to see how it's gonna be like to make my actual first soap container. Um, Let me focus more on the container itself. Because since this is my first, I'm actually in my lab. As you guys can see, the products that's surrounded in my lab. So this is the soap box that I'm about to make. And I don't think this is easy. This is my power drill. And like I said, see? But what I did, and this is the second time I went to the store, and I'm actually wasting money, but you know, I'm a female and I gotta learn somehow. Now, I think one problem I have with males that surround me, they always about me, but they're not about some of the things that I do. So it's a little bit hard sometimes as a single female. This is the year 2000s, and guys are not the way they used to be anymore. So, like I said, I was just talking about the power drill, you know. So, I bought me some drill bits to actually put hole inside. So I'm gonna make my first hole, and I'm hopefully that this would be. So I actually make my first hole. That was super. And there's a lot of things that us females can do. You know, you don't have to depend on macho man all the time. And according to what I just did, I think the drill actually was a smaller drill. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this drill off. I'm actually making soap box. The soap boxes are pretty expensive, so I had to buy myself some board. I cut them up, and I'm making my own soap box. What I did was got the drill, and this right here comes with around 4 pieces. These are the X shank drill bits. It's right there. You can go in the store if you want to bore holes and stuff. You can purchase this. It's at Home Depot. I'm here in Washington, D.C., so it's at Home Depot here in Washington, D.C. The inches I just put on there, they come in several different inches, so I'm using a different size on my drill. And what I'm doing is boring a hole and you know, I'm going too far because I actually need to bore holes in the first one so I can get the soap started. So since I already cut my first wood, and actually this is a 2 feet, this is 2 feet, so 2 feet box will give me a 2-pound soap. Okay, a 2 feet box will approximately give me a 2-pound soap. So I'm gonna make at least this 2-pound work for me. So and then I'm gonna gather up all my materials later. Guys, this is not easy, but like I said, if you're trying to make your own, I mean, you can get a man to do it. I'm pretty excited because I'm a creative art person, and since I'm a creative art person, I just wanted to just get that experience on making it myself. So it's supposed to go in there pretty much right there. And what I'm gonna do now is put my hole and see, this might not work. So I got the 1/4 inch nail, and that might not work. So I have different nails. So since I have different nails, these are actual concrete nails. So I'm gonna use some concrete nails with this. I'm not really that much of an expert at this mess, but I'm gonna see if this works for me. It might not, but I think I did the hole a little bit too big on my screwdriver. But you learn. As you go, you will learn. And yeah, that hole was a little bit too big, so I'm gonna go ahead and try drill another hole. Actually, I should have made the hole very, very small, but instead I made the hole big, and I don't have the right thing for it. I should have never made it that big. So here I am again. Okay, this time I just decided to put a teensy hole in there so I can get the nail in. Okay, so now the nail is in. I'm changing screws as I go. Because I'm trying to basically get my box, you know, and I think this time I got it. I actually press it on the wall because my table is a woodwork table, and this is where I make all the products, which is actually great for me. And guess what? The first one is in, so I can take out the second one. Okay. And make sure when you're making your box, you're lining up everything perfect to a T. And I guess I don't need the drill on this one. Since everything is on the wall, I can just go ahead and drill my box. guide. Okay, gotta apply some pressure to that one. So I basically have one part of this together. Now, is one thing I hate, my wood is off balance. So I'm gonna try my best to get the wood, and you know, I think this is in the way. This is my sweet almond oil. I normally purchase the sweet almond oil like the 5 gallons of sweet almond oil. Okay, so let me see if I can focus. You know, some of the stuff can be in the way of the wood. So see what I did? I have this towards the wall. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is try drill. Pretty much the same. Another one, but I'm gonna try drill it down here so it can actually hold the one at the base. Make sure you're lining up your work together, because like this just shift. Okay, so I got that in. And I'm trying to line it up. And hopefully, like I see a crack down here. Hoping that it's not gonna crack that much. And that's the reason why I got this nail, because it's more skinnier. So I'm gonna switch up on the nail. Okay, so after I cut my box, I cut them 2 feet so far, and this part is done so far. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. This is Nicole from Organic Nordes, and I'm making soap box to put my soap, to pour the soap in. And this is my actual first box. So I want to make sure my box are ready. I actually already cut out majority of the stuff for the box. So these are the little squares on both sides. So I'm going to go ahead and line this up. Trying to make sure both sides is lined up. I want to make sure my soap is going to be lined up properly too. So I'm going to go ahead and start the drilling again. Sometimes the box will try to get out of whack, so let me see if I can do up here first. Okay, so that part is in. I'm making soap box to pour the soap in, and this is quite interesting, guys, because I look online, and this stuff is pretty expensive. I used to use all kind of different boxes, but I say, you know what, if I can make my own box, then this would be cool. This one is a little bit stubborn. So this is where this is where I turn the knob off. And I will go ahead and put my drill on because it's not stable. So let me put the drill in. Take my drill back off. Put the nail in. Put my drill with the 4 corners back in. I didn't switch it to the other direction, so let me switch it to the right direction. And yeah, it's a little bit off, but it's okay for it to be a little bit off. That was just the top part of it. Now let me see if I can drill the second part of it without have to worry about the drill moving around. Now this is not as easy as it seemed. First I got the box cut. Now I'm actually drilling the nails in the box. Ooh. And it actually broke down there, so I guess I gotta be careful on the next one that I drill. That was close warning. I actually need to use the silver ones. They're better to use. The cement one is going through it and it's breaking the material. Okay, now that's just part of it there. So I'm gonna go ahead and now I gotta drill this because I drilled the bottom. Now I have to drill in between, which is right here, because that one is moving. That part is in. Okay, so I got this part done, okay, and I got that part done. I'm actually making soap containers, and the soap containers I'm making is to pour my soap in there, as you can see. But I'm not finished yet because this part was not done. Okay, so now I gotta go in between this one and drill in between it. So that's done. Now I need to drill another one right here. Okay, so now totally done. Woo! Hi guys, how you guys doing? So I'm actually very proud of myself, right? First, what I did, this is totally made. This is an organic Nordes soap box. This weighs around 2 pounds of soap. Now that I purchased online, they are very, very expensive. Very, very expensive. So what I did basically was make my own soap box. And look, guys. Okay? This is around 2 feet long. Okay? And what I did was just get the wood cut out with my power drill. This is my power drill. Yay, I own one. I actually own two. Okay? And it also comes with a nice little box. And actually, that's the box. So when I make the soap, and this is pretty easy for me to kind of take down. When I finish make the soap and pour the soap in this box, see, this one is not measured for this. Oh, this was the extra wood. Okay, so after I pour the soap in there, this one is kind of leaning. That's why if you're gonna make this, or you're gonna let your husband or somebody make it for you, make sure your wood is not lean, because you see my wood is kind of leaning, and I'm a little bit pissed off of that, to be honest. Make sure you get some nice wood that is not soaked with water or any type of other material. Okay, so I mean, this is good enough for me. This is good enough for me. Like I said, the guy that actually, and I'm gonna check on this one. This one did not go all the way. Make sure you check them. You want to make sure you check inside to make sure everything is squared. But this is my first box, and this is what I normally do with the box before I put the soap in them. I use the paper liner, okay? And you basically line up your soap container, okay? And this makes it so much easier. You're just gonna put your liner in. Make sure your liner is pretty much fit. So when you pour your soap, you pour it in the container, and the container is ready. And then after that, then you will take the top. Now I'm gonna make some knobs to put on top, so it's easy that way. and then you cover it because your liner is there. So now your soap is baking and it's ready, and in 24 to 48 hours you can take it out and cut it up. So now I'm gonna make my soap.